How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a brand new song. I believe this is the first song the band has ever officially released. The band is called Ignea Aeterna, and the name of this song is Eternal Flame. Now, I've been following them on social media. I've been waiting for this. The time is finally here. We have the song. I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, let's check this bad boy out, shall we? Rangers, go. Wow, I mean, quite the debut single here. I mean, so much potential. I love that ending where it gets that heavy riff. I really love that heavy riff that's kind of sprinkled throughout the song, real headbanging kind of stuff. But the way the song ends, it's like heavy, and then you get the keyboard in there a bit, kind of elevating the feel of the song. It's really just an epic way to end here. And I mean, first and foremost, the guitar work. This is a speedy track, and the guitar is just shredding like the whole way through. I mean, that solo. I mean, there's multiple spots where you could consider it, I guess, like a solo, but the main solo is quite extensive and just so blisteringly fast. It's nuts. But again, there's other moments of just solos sprinkled throughout the song as well. And I mean, it's just ripping. This thing just does not stop. So the guitar work here is quite impressive to say the least, and really drives the song and gives it that super speedy tempo and feeling. And I like how there was the keyboard. I almost wish you could hear the keyboard a little bit more throughout the song, because there was only really spots where you could hear it in the background a bit. I think having it a little bit more present would have helped elevate the song a little bit. But even so, the moments where you could hear it was really nice. I like the tones and the feeling of the keyboard. The drum work was just stellar. Again, I mean, it just ripping throughout the whole song. Just, keeping that tempo, keeping that pace. So definitely admirable. And the vocals, really great voice, really nice range. I like the certain spots where really kind of wails, gets that power metal scream in there, and that final little shout or scream, if you will, was really nice before kind of the instrumental outro. So yeah, the chorus is quite melodic. It captures a familiar feeling of just kind of a soaring power metal chorus in a sense. The verses are one of the few things I would kind of critique on the song. The verses I feel like suffer from something I talk about a lot, where it doesn't necessarily flow smoothly, with the words. It's one of those situations where there's not a nice rhythm to it, because certain words are suddenly elongated, vocally, or some are shortened. Some words are kind of quickly said to fit in with the music. Others are just kind of elongated, and it kind of feels at random. So I like when the verses have more of a smooth rhythm to it, with the words and the way they're delivered, and it fits nicely within the musical melody, as opposed to forcing it to fit. So it's one of those things where I feel like, they had the lyrics they wanted, and they made it fit. So, it's kind of like you have a round hole, and you're taking a square peg and making it fit in the hole. It's not like a even connection, a smooth fit. You're kind of forcing it to fit in there. The chorus was a different story. That I felt like was a lot more smooth, and went with the melody, and it felt more natural. Whereas the verses didn't quite feel as natural. So I like when you can really get on board with the rhythm of the verses. You kind of know, once you're hearing it, you're hearing the melody, you kind of can vibe with it. But here, again, it's a little just not at random, but it really just, again, it throws you off a little bit, because certain spots are again, just forced to fit the melody. So maybe adjusting the lyrics a little bit so that it all feels a little smoother, as opposed to forcing it in the verses. But again, in the pre-chorus and the chorus, I felt like it fit a lot better. But yeah, I like the vocals, I like the melody in the chorus. The verses maybe could use a little bit of tweaking. And you know for the most part, I would say 98% of the time, everything um, work together well, because it's such a speedy song. It could easily lead to chaos just hearing all of this stuff because it's so fast, so much shredding, all of that good stuff. And there's maybe a couple spots that felt a little bit like things were a bit jumbled or a little chaotic, but like I said, like 98% of the time, it worked. It all worked together, which again is admirable for such a speedy song with such intricate, crazy guitar work and all of that going on. So really feels like a classic power metal song. It takes me back to kind of like the 2000s era of power metal, and it captures that feeling really well, and it captures the spirit of power metal very, very well. And it's just impressive. I mean, without a doubt, very impressive, especially for a debut single. I mean, this is pure power metal through and through, speedy, crazy shredding. Solo work was nuts, the drums killer. I like the vocals, nice chorus, and it all works together pretty well. So I'm definitely looking forward to what else this band has in the future because this is very impressive. And again, it is just pure power metal through and through and done well. And yeah, I really, really like how, yes, it's very speedy, but I do like how there are those moments with the heavy guitar riff and that headbanging nature. It kind of gave a little bit of a break from just the onslaught of just guitar shredding and fast moving, tempo of the song to where you can just really, fist pump and just really get into it. And then it takes off again and it's like, yeah, we're soaring now. So well constructed song musically. And yeah, like I said, I'm impressed. So I'm looking forward to what else this band's got because one heck of a debut. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below what you think of this bad boy here. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.